Traveling around the world is one of the greatest ways to build lifelong memories. Follow this guide to see how to save money for a trip. Getting ready to embark on a journey around the world to learn about different cultures and historical periods can be an exciting experience. One potential drawback is the expense that may be associated with participating in the activity. It's easy to get sucked into the idea that you can just charge everything to your credit card and worry about it when you get home. But in practice, this approach causes more stress than the vacation is worth. Hello everyone, and welcome to a brand new video on the channel. Today, we are going to talk about money and travel, budgeting tips for Globetrotters. Before we get started with the video, don't forget to smash the like button, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. Now, let's get started. Number 10. Prepare yourself online. Your trip can be a lot easier and cheaper if you do some comprehensive research on the internet beforehand. This may sound like stating the obvious. Look up travel forums online that are specific to your destination of choice and inquire about the prices paid by previous visitors. You might even pick up some helpful hints that will make your travel in the area more affordable. Number 9. Forget the daily budget. Obviously, it is necessary for you to have a general idea of how much money the trip will cost you. You should therefore generate an approximate estimate, leaving a significant cushion for any costs that arise out of the blue. Check to see if there is an option to withdraw money from an app at the location or if you will need to bring cash with you. There are still some nations in the world that will only accept cash payments. The reason for abandoning the daily budget is due to the fact that costs have a tendency to change on a daily and regional basis. Maintaining a strict financial plan is stressful, and you want to avoid stress as much as possible when on vacation. Number 8. Be prepared to accept less. The cost of your vacation is entirely up to you. Your expenses will skyrocket immediately if you select an all-inclusive vacation package that includes your own set of wheels and accommodations at 5-star hotels. Taking care of all of the arrangements on your own is a simple and effective way to save money. Make use of the public transportation system, select inexpensive hotels or bed and breakfasts, and make an effort to adapt your lifestyle to that of the community. There will definitely be unforgettable moments. Number 7. Aim to pay local rates. Things that you consider inexpensive could actually be quite pricey in the region where you live. This indicates that it is a smart idea to find out as early as possible what the locals pay and how much the average income is in the area. Always keep this in mind whether you are comparing rates or haggling over a deal. It is probably a good idea to rethink your plan if the cost of using the bus is going to be equal to or greater than the typical monthly salary received by a resident of the area. Number 6. Avoid taxis. Taxis are a very pleasant mode of transportation. Nevertheless, their services come at a cost. Local transportation options such as buses, trains, metros, rickshaws, and other modes of transportation are typically far more cost-effective. They might be a little bit slower, but they provide an excellent opportunity to interact with the people that live in the area. Number 5. Dare to haggle. In many nations, bargaining is almost an everyday part of life. Price haggling is something that should be done whenever possible, preferably with a dash of humor while maintaining a respectful tone at all times. Because merchants need to make a living from their sales, you shouldn't reduce the price by an excessive amount. Strive for a compromise that is beneficial to both of you. Number 4. Travel outside the peak season. It may seem like a no-brainer, but traveling during the shoulder seasons offers not only lower pricing, but also a greater selection of available lodging options. And let's not overlook how few tourists there are here either. Be sure to research the weather conditions of your potential vacation spot. It's possible that a country's high season is actually the ideal time to go there, but not always. During the wet season, travel in the Amazon may be an absolute living hell. On the other side, the off-season might be the best time to visit some locations. The region of Southern Europe is a good example of this. Summertime can be rather chaotic, but the spring and fall seasons typically have weather that is just as lovely as the rest of the year. Number 3. Look beyond the Lonely Planet. When a hotel or other landmark is mentioned in the local Lonely Planet guide, people will flock to it like bees to a honeypot. As a direct consequence of this, the costs will skyrocket. However, you shouldn't get discouraged, because there's almost always much more to see than what is listed in the travel book. Find the neighborhood that has motels at the lowest possible price by getting out your magnifying glass. If you take some time to look around, you will most likely find something that is not only stunning, but also within your price range. Number 2. Share costs. The greater the number of people, the lower the per-person cost will be. When traveling in a group, the costs of an excursion or tour are typically able to be split between the participants. If you want to go to a place that's really out in the middle of nowhere, for example, or if you want to go on a really long hike, you may possibly make friends for life. Number 1. Option for local cuisine. If you eat out for breakfast, lunch, and supper every day, your expenses might quickly add up to a significant amount. Why don't you go to the local market or supermarket and pick up some necessities for your home? After that, go have a picnic at a park or some other lovely location, perhaps on a hillside or along the bank of a river. If you're looking to expand your palate, the best way to do it is to sample the cuisine sold by street vendors or inquire about the residents' preferred dining establishment. The best restaurants in a town are frequently the most reasonably priced. That's a wrap on the video. I hope you liked it. If you did, let me know by giving it a thumbs up and do not forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you next time.